Here's a little pastime I've been doing lately on my giant stand-up board called the Hooked Stand-Up. I've been going shark fishing. Right here you can see that the first thing to do is you got to catch some nice bait. You want to have good bait when you're shark fishing. This is a nice mackerel. Now you can see I've hooked up a couple pieces. There's a ladyfish tail and a big piece of mackerel. Putting them out there. You got to get your bait in the water with some, pretty good gear. Right here we're trying to get the sharks attracted to us sooner. The way you do that is you try and chum up the water. Try and get some of the pieces off of my board. I'm throwing stuff all over the place. But basically, the more chum you get in the water, the faster you're going to get the sharks up to you. Right here it's making a really nice chum line. Now, once you get the chum line going, basically you got to just sit around and wait. Then next thing you know, boom, you got a fish on, got a nice shark hooked up. Right here we're catching all kinds of different sharks. There's a couple here that are busting off. Had a bunch of different hookups. Most of these sharks were in the 5 to 6 foot range. Once you get a pretty good size hookup, you can pull up your anchor. This is an easier way to tire out your shark. Let them drag you around a lot. And especially since I'm using a spinning rod here with only a 30-pound test on it, he's going to spool me unless I kind of chase him down. Now he's starting to get kind of tired, so you're kind of get him a little bit closer to the board here. We're starting to get our first look at him. There's all different kinds of sharks here on the west coast of Florida, here in the Gulf. We've got, this one is some kind of a reef shark. We've got big bull sharks, tiger sharks, some great whites, not that many, and black tips are a very common shark out here in the Gulf. You can see this guy is he's kind of making some really good video, coming really close to the camera. In fact, you want to be kind of careful sticking your camera in the water because you might get your hand bit off. This guy here, boom, he bumps right into the camera a couple different times, and this one's a real good one where he bumps into the camera. So later on here, started putting out some bigger bait, bigger. Look at that, I caught like some monster fish, and I was like, man, I think I'm over this. It was getting a little bit sketchy.